Good morning, everybody. This is Bahman Jalali, DJ. I'm the Director of Product Management and Engineering in Stonefly. You will see my contact information in the screen, so you can write that down, and if there were any questions after the presentation, you can directly contact me for further explanation. Just a few logistics before we start the presentation. Taimika from our marketing department is also on the line. And we are also recording this presentation. So you do not have to write too much, and we will be sending an email with a link to the presentation that you can listen to it later on if you want to, or pass it to your colleagues if they missed the presentation. While the presentation is going on, this is on a listen-only mode, so just type in your questions in the section that says questions in your GoToMeeting section, and then at the end of the meeting I will respond to all the questions. For the structure of presentation, I just explained the first part of the presentation. I have few slides that explains what our company is and what our products are. Then we get into what VMware is. VMware is one of the main virtualized environments that we use in here. We play with everybody, but that's the one that I've set up right now. And then we get into the actual demo, which I will show you the Stonefly IPSAN user interface, and I will also show you the VMware user interface, and then the interaction between the two, and basically teach you how to use IPSAN in a virtualized environment. So let's go ahead and get started. Stonefly has been around for more than 10 years. The company has been one of the first iSCSI companies that have been in the market, and we have products that have been in the hand of customers since 2002, more than 8 years. And so even though you might not have heard about us, but because we are still relatively a small company, it's a private company, and comparing to the big guys that are public companies, you might not have heard about us. But we've been around since iSCSI started. Actually, the domain iSCSI.com belongs to Stonefly. All of our software and our intellectual property is all written by our own engineers from scratch, and we have 3 patents in regard to virtualization and iSCSI. All of our products are certified with the major virtualized environments like VMware, Xen, Virtual Iron, Hyper-V. So our appliances play along with any virtualized product. And we are also in the VMware HCL list, hardware compatibility list 3.5 and 4.0. A little bit about our main IPSAN appliances. We have 3 families of IPSAN products. The first one at the top is called Integrated Storage Concentrator family. And the other 2, Voyager and OptiSAN. The software between all these products are all the same. The differences comes into play as far as the number of ports, number of drives, and all of that. And the main difference between the bottom 2 and the top one is the redundancy. The Voyager and OptiSAN, they are fully redundant, active storage. So you will never lose access to your storage using Voyager and OptiSAN. But the ISC is a single unit, basically. So if for some reason something goes wrong on that motherboard or basically the hardware of that box, and if it goes down, you lose access to the storage. As far as the expandability, they all are expandable, and you can expand in the case of ISC, you can expand with a 16 drive or 24 drive expansion units. In a Voyager and OptiSAN, you can expand with a 16 drive expansion units. ISC goes all the way up to 96 drives, and it's offered as its base unit is offered at either with an 8 drive, 16 drive, or a 24 drive. And then you can add 3 more expansion units, and that's where that 96 comes from. So it's basically 4 boxes of 24 drives each. Voyager and OptiSAN, the difference again comes in the scalability, and we go up to 256 drives with Voyager and 448 drives with OptiSAN. And as far as the drive types, we do support SATA, SAS, SSD, so there are options that you can choose. You can mix these drives in the same chassis, so you can have SATA, SAS, or SSD in the same chassis. The only thing that we require is you do not mix them in the same RAID group. So if you have SATA and SSD, you have SSDs in this one RAID group, and you have SATA in a separate RAID group. They all present as a resource to our IPSAN, but the RAID groups are not mixed. We do have multiple 1 gig or 10 gig SCSI ports, and we do have the capability of bonding all these ports together and presenting you with one IP address. That is an advantage, since you do not have to worry about which IP address do I log into. If you have 6 ports, 10 ports, or whatever number of ports you only have one IP address you have to worry about, and we do the failover and load balancing between all these ports automatically. We do support different flavors of 10 gig. As you know, they come in CX4, SST+, optical, copper. We support all of those, and they're all 10 gig is an option. 1 gig is a standard in our product, but the 10 gig is an option that you can order. If you wanted a 10 gig, you order the 10 gig version. Continuing with the presentation, I'm going to get into the traditional corporate environment, which, for example, what I'm showing in here is there are 3 file servers. They're all connected to a SAN, and basically this is what most of the server environments are that are not using the virtualized environment. When you get into the virtualized environment,